Hi, guys. Welcome to Para Women Radio. I'm Amy. Oh, the tea in the Gypsy Rose Blanchard versus Ryan Scott Anderson saga is heating up, you guys. Ryan is spilling all of Gypsy's deepest, darkest secrets while playing the victim, of course. And Gypsy is fighting back, accusing Ryan of being a controlling, abusive jerk. And guess what? As the truth slowly trickles out, can't you just feel the tension boiling over? I can, and I'm here to talk about it with you on Para Women Radio. I've already gone live once today, but I had to do it twice because it's just coming at me fast and furious. But before we get going, if we could just start the algorithm dance party, just, start your fingers, get them warmed up. I want to let me see you do your best Wednesday Addams dance and hit those hearts and thumbs up buttons like nobody's watching. Just keep on dancing and keep on clicking. But you know what? The algorithm, it's always watching. It's just a free way to help my channel out. We like to do a little algorithm dance party, bring more people back to our Para Women Radio family. It's just a free way to help me out, and it's really, really appreciated. What are you guys feeling? How are you feeling about this Gypsy Rose stuff? It's like, first there was something that came out on page 6 about her having plastic surgery. And then in that, there was kind of a little blurb about Ryan being abusive in there. And then the next thing we know, Ryan gets his Daily Mail fix out, and we see something in the Daily Mail. And then it looks like there's something over in People magazine as well. So I thought that we would hit all those spots, and this is just going to be a quick drive-by, really, just to catch up with what's going on in the Gypsy Rose Blanchard case. There's so much going on. It's just like so much drama, and it's coming fast and furious. So let me get my screen together. Today was Junie's 1-year-old birthday. He was hatched a year ago today, and it was a rough day. I guess they start molting around the 1-year period, and he needs more sleep during this time. I've got to be careful what I feed him. He gets extra heightened. It's just a lot. Let me get my screen going. All right. Let me make sure that you can see it. Let me make sure that you can hear me. You can. All right, here we go. People magazine says Gypsy Rose Blanchard estranged husband. I'm trying to click out of this and it won't let me. Husband Ryan says he's not doing well at all following their split. Ryan Anderson said the separation came out of the blue for him. Did it, Ryan? Though, did it really come out of the blue when there were problems even before you got married? She didn't even call you the full day on your wedding ceremony. You didn't even know if it was going to happen. She told you she had been calling her ex, Ken. I mean, did it really come out of the blue? Okay. Ryan Scott Anderson is at a loss following his split from Gypsy Rose Blanchard. The special education teacher and now estranged husband of the prison confession of Gypsy Rose Blanchard subject revealed to the Daily Mail on April 6th that he's not doing well. I'm not reading the Daily Mail because when I go to the Daily Mail, it wants me to shut off all my web blockers, and I'm not going to do that. And even I tried to do it, and that wasn't even good enough. So I don't know what it wants, but we're just going to read the People magazine edition of it. The special already read. The special education teacher and now estranged husband of the I read this. Confession of Gypsy Rose Blanchard subject revealed to the Daily Mail on April 6th that he's not doing well. Blanchard, 32, announced their separation on Facebook in late March, just 3 months after she was released from Chillicothe Correctional Center in Missouri, where she served more than 8 years for plotting to unalive her mother, Dee Dee Blanchard, with her then boyfriend, Nicholas Godejohn. Blanchard has since met up with ex-fiance Ken Erker, who People has confirmed she got lunch and matching dog tattoos, wolf tattoos, with this past week. For me, it just came out of the blue, Anderson told the Daily Mail. I had no idea she still had such strong feelings for him. I haven't spoken to her, so I just don't know what's going on, she added. Well, you can kind of watch and see what's going on. She's all over the place. I'm at a loss. I'm really not doing well at all. And I didn't think I'd feel sorry for him. I do feel a little sorry for him, but then I'm reminded that what he did was like, how did he not know? Anyway, Blanchard's close friend and tattoo artist Nadia Visor detailed the couple's split to People this week as she alleged that Anderson got in Blanchard's face and screamed at her recently after she locked herself in a bathroom. Gypsy said that she was afraid he was going to HIT her. He didn't, but that happened in the past with her mother. Blanchard's close friend said of the alleged incident, which was followed by Blanchard leaving and driving to her father Rod and stepmother Christy's home in Cutoff, Louisiana. So her first instinct was to tighten up and be prepared, but she got to safety and called her lawyer too. Ryan is a big guy, and she told me it was really scary, Visor added, which, if this is true, this probably was very scary. Visor also alleged that Blanchard's then husband became more controlling and insecure over her throughout their relationship, which Blanchard's cousin Bobby Petrie told People wasn't genuine. But I'm glad Gypsy got out of this situation. She's such a good person. I'm glad she called somebody and got help that night. Visor added before sharing, there are so many rumors about her out there. I had to finally speak up. I want people to know she didn't leave Ryan for Ken. She left him because she wasn't happy anymore. Anderson could not be reached for comment by People at the time. Blanchard previously told People that she and Anderson had some personality difficulties, revealing that if we argue, I want to clear it up right away, which she said wasn't the case for Anderson. Ryan is more of the opposite, where he has to sit on things and think about it, then come back a couple hours later and resolve it. I think that's one of my main concerns, she said. As for Blanchard and her ex-fiancé, Erker, they have a strong bond, Visor told People following her split from Anderson. Blanchard's friend explained that their matching husky tattoos were very personal, as the dog breed was something that brought them together. Why do you think that the husky dog breed brought them together? Like, there's no husky that we know of in her. I think they're wolves. I think it's wolves. Blanchard was previously engaged to Erker before she tied the knot with Anderson in 2022 prison ceremony. Earlier this week, Blanchard revealed in People that she's going through a personal transformation journey currently, and that included a physical one too, as she has undergone rhinoplasty to change the shape and appearance of her nose. She teased that the change will be featured in her upcoming series and probably paid for. Well, definitely paid for by her upcoming series. Gypsy Rose life after lockup. Blanchard told People the operation went great, adding, I come in and out of sleep. I was in pain at first, but I'm on pain medication, which I find is so strange that she's on pain medication. But I guess there's all kinds of pain medication these days. I can't breathe through my nose because of the packing, but that comes off on the 10th. And I wonder if he came to visit her and help her go to her surgery, Ken Urker. It comes off at the 10th, she added, of her recovery process. I want to see it so bad. Before the surgery, Blanchard spent time with Urker, shopping and laughing in public. Visor said her pal informed her she was doing good. And also, he's just a pal, how many, like, okay, so yeah, I've been friends with exes before, but how many of you, like, hold hands with your exes and, you know, put your hand on your ex's thigh and smoke outside of the Dollar General? How many of you do that? She had a really good time. They went on a tour and had so much fun. But I think at the end of the day, she wants people to respect her privacy and give her a break. She still gets so much hate and negativity online. Visor said, and I wonder, this is a tattoo friend. Did she just make this friend at this tattoo place? She has not experienced what a lot of us have with social media or even dating. She's learning. She has a lot of new experiences in her next chapter. Urker and Blanchard recently appeared together in a TikTok live on April 4th when Urker said the duo are just friends and they were just hanging out. And see, why does she continue to lie to us? I would have more respect for her if she said that they're seeing what's happening or something else than we're just friends. Like, we can see there's more than that. And so, I don't know. I think she's looking for her happily ever after. Of course she is. She's looking for her Disney thing and it just doesn't exist. Maybelline, lay down. I don't know if she realizes it's hard to find Prince Charming, but she deserves it. Ken makes her feel happy right now, even as friends, Visor told People. That's what we all want for her, to enjoy her life. What do you guys think? Let me go over to chat. Happy hatching day, Junie. I hope he goes right to sleep. Yes, they were in prison when she got married. Hold on a second. Yes, they were. The tats are of huskies. Ken and her love husky dogs. I don't believe that. I believe that they're wolves, and it has something to do with what I talked about in my last live about the BDSM relationship that they're in. But it's just my conspiracy. Everything I'm talking about is my research and my ideas only. I encourage you to do your own. Everything that we watch or read, we won't do the whole thing. I will put the links down in the description below for fair play use, and you can just go research on your own. Yeah, I wonder if I hope it's not opiates because that's not good. I definitely don't hang with my exes, let alone ever touch them. Gypsy is in her early 30s, but we do have to remember she never really had those high school and junior high relationships. So she could be very delayed. 33. Thank you, Gracie. She could be very delayed. You never know. Yeah, I would have guessed younger too, but she was 23 when it all happened. So she acts much younger. And at times she tries to sound much younger too. But moving on, here's a photo of Ryan. Hold on, I gotta add it to my stage. Here's a photo of Ryan, and I want to make it bigger. Hold on. Out and about with the puppy Pixie, which, I mean, I guess that can be very comforting. I'm so happy he has a dog. A dog can be super comforting, but I also find it super sad and pathetic that he's got the dog and he's walking around with it, and Gypsy's walking around with her ex, and it's got a new nose, and she probably redid her the whole front of her face. I bet you she did like her teeth too. Anyway, Gypsy Rose Blanchard, estranged husband Ryan Anderson, reveals he was blindsided by their split and had no clue. This is the Daily Mail saying it won't let me do it. And it's nothing that I didn't read from the People magazine. People magazine literally did it word for word, but didn't, right? Because that's not allowed. Oops, I unshared my screen. Hold on a second. Let me get my screen going. Please be sure to give this live a thumbs up. It helps us go out and bring more people back to the party. If you like my content, please consider subscribing. And if you subscribe, make sure that you ring the bell for when I go live and I post. Because right now I'm doing it all over. I'm trying to get into a schedule, trying to figure out a schedule, but my autoimmunes are playing really messy with me this week because I got so upset about the person that I guess I need to start. I decided the other day I need to start saying it. I want you to watch. I'm going to, like, it takes a day for me to be able to post cards and stuff like that, but I need you to go up if you're a subscriber, especially, and watch the video about Jay, who's not Jay. He's somebody altogether that I did some lives with that I need you to watch because he's lying about who he says he is. He's a child S offender, and I need you to watch the video. So I will link it down below, and I will also put a card somewhere so you can just click on it. But I need you guys to do that because I need you to be able to make your own choices as to whether you want to continue to support somebody who I recommended that you support. Okay, so let's keep going. Let's take it over to TikTok and see what's being said over there. Let me make sure that you see it. Okay, you do. How's everyone doing today? It's Saturday. I remember when it used to be like Friday and Saturday were days that if I was sitting home, it was a crime. It was a crime. Now you have to kind of blast me out of the house to get me out on a weekend. Anyone else like that?
I first learned about Gypsy watching her story. Her story, just hit me. And I thought, gosh, she's cute. Like one of those things where I was like, Gypsy's very cute. Tiger King was very popular at the time. And so my friend said, oh, I really want to write Tiger King. And I said, okay, well, I'll make a deal with you. I said, you write Tiger King, I'll write Gypsy Rose Blanchard. And that's what happened.
I have so many men that try to date me or write to me or try to hit on me. But nothing and no one is gonna ever compare to the relationship that I have with Ryan.
A little foreshadowing right there. Am I right? A little foreshadowing. Let's see.
Gypsy Rose Blanchard finally confirms her pregnancy rumors with her new boyfriend. But just wait, you saw them get the tattoos together. And this is right now after Gypsy Rose just broke up with her ex-boyfriend Ryan. And remember, Gypsy and Ryan moved in together right after she got out of prison. They were dating for only 3 months. But get
This
this.
is a day
Get this.
ago.
Do you see this? Now she's with her ex-boyfriend, whose name is Ken, and they dated while she was in prison and before she was in prison.
Okay, I think they're just saying that because she's gained a little bit of weight. What do you guys think? Do you think she's actually pregnant? Let me see if she's saying anything. Gypsy Rose. Oop, she's got her nose surgery. Music. So there she is with her nose surgery. It actually looks like maybe she didn't get anything done in her mouth, but I don't know. She doesn't have her mouth open. Like, I can't remember. I actually had a tooth put in my mouth. It wasn't super swollen, but I guess, yeah, she says she's not pregnant. I think that's just somebody, because she might have even ate too much that day and had an extra little poochy belly. That happens, guys. Women get poochy bellies, all right? So, and we gain weight and we lose weight just as fast as anything. So, except I feel like I gain it faster than I lose it, but that happens. Here she is with her nose job. Let's see what else she's doing. There she has pictures of her and Ken, and the music is My Love, Mine, All Mine. Well, that's a very interesting song, isn't it? My Love, Mine, All Mine. And why is she posting photos of her outside of the Dollar General? That's like so high schoolish. But again, she didn't have that experience in high school. I didn't have that experience in high school. So maybe it's the experience she wants to have in high school. I did see the other day that Christy and Rod, I think they celebrated their 25th wedding anniversary. Let me see which one it was. 25th wedding anniversary. So huge congratulations on that. 25 years is impressive. It's very impressive. 25 years in the midst of probably all the drama that happens in their family. That is impressive. And I think that they are a very beautiful Gen X couple. And that's what they are, a Gen X couple. Because I'm Team Gen X. I'm a Gen X. Which scares me. I could be Gypsy Rose's mother. People are saying that they believe that eventually, what's this? There's a picture, Happy New Year, with Gypsy and Ryan. She's been through the fire. Oh, it's a pinned one. I'm like, why did she just post that? But yeah. Opening night at the Yard Goat, Lafayette, LA. They probably have. Oh, I'm so jealous. I don't live that far from Louisiana. Do I have any subscribers in Louisiana? I'd love to come visit Louisiana. And I don't mean come stay with you or anything. I just meant like come and have a drink or food or something with people if I know anybody in Louisiana. I don't know anybody in Louisiana anymore. All right, let's move on. I'm just rambling about Louisiana. I wanted to show you the video I did right before it was announced about Gypsy Rose and Ryan, just before Ryan announced what he had to say about Gypsy, which wasn't much, right? I'm sure Gypsy's going
Hi
to have
guys, welcome to
more to say.
Parawoman Radio.
I'm Amy. Page 6 reported that Gypsy Rose Blanchard recently has taken part of her estimated $3 million bankroll and had a nose job and is currently recovering from the procedure. Oh, you're in Tennessee? I think no, she's in Alabama. I was going to say I think Angela's in Tennessee, but I think she's in Alabama. She is in pain, but is on pain medication. So strange, she tells us she's on pain meds and resting comfortably, but she knows that we know that she had an addiction to pain medication. Will she buy next? Hair for Ken? She's also going through a personal. I only said that. I only said hair for Ken because during the live, that is all Ken could talk about was his hair. And he like was playing with it. And he said, someday I'm going to get a hair transplant. Did Ryan have a comb over? That must be the most horrible thing for men. Like very few women and women, people that lose their hair, I feel that must be really hard. I'm glad that it's not something I have to deal with. I've had to deal with a lot of things, but hair loss is not one of them. In fact, I am like, I've got a lot of hair. I have to have my hair thinned still, which includes her separation from her husband, Ryan Scott Anderson. Gypsy has found comfort in her ex-fiance, Ken Urker, and they've been spending some quality time together, getting matching tattoos and whatnot. Rumors of Gypsy's cheating on Anderson with Urker have been dispelled, however, by a close friend stating that Gypsy left her husband because she was unhappy and felt scared in her relationship. The tattoo artist also claimed Gypsy has gotten into such a heated argument with her husband leading up to their split that she allegedly feared he was going to strike her. Ryan is a big guy, and she told me it was really scary, Nadia Visor alleged, later adding of Gypsy, she didn't want to put up with it anymore. What do you guys think? Do you think it's true that Ryan was abusive towards her, or do you think Gypsy, who has a penchant for stretching the truth, maybe even lying, do you think that he really did this? And do you think, when I heard that she said that Ryan was trying to keep her from her father, who she was trying to build a relationship with, I think she said that because she knows that's one of the things that will make her father and her stepfather and her sister not like him, right? Because otherwise they would probably fight for him. But instead, she's got to say something that turns the family on him. So do you think that this is all true, or do you think she's lying? Do you think Ryan's lying? I think it's always somewhere in the middle.
Did lose a job once because of my relationship with Gypsy. That was odd, you know, considering the school. I have this woman beside me, so I can make it through anything. You know, it's one of those things where I don't worry about that anymore, you know, because as long as I have her, I'm happy.
I'm sure he hates this. It just makes him look incredibly ridiculous, right?
While figuring her own self out and realizing what she needs and wants. Although Gypsy has seemed to be getting over Ryan fairly quickly, Ryan has not. He spoke with the Daily Mail and stated, I'm not doing well with it. For me, it just came out of the blue. I had no idea she still had such strong feelings for him.
Okay, so Ryan really just is not taking any responsibility. The Daily Mail really tells us nothing. The Daily Mail, does that mean that he sold the story, or that means he sold the story, right? Oh, Ryan will get half. Oh, do you think that he signed a prenup, or have they been married long enough? Can she get a annulment? I don't know the laws because they technically got married in Missouri, right? Hi, Hood Boot. Hood Boot says, remember when Ryan said Nick was the manipulator and not Gypsy? Right? I'm sure he's gonna be changing that tune. Yeah, I remember. I'm sure that. Do you think Ryan is still working even at? Do you think Ryan is even still working at the school? I bet you. I mean, I don't know. Do you oh, okay, here's another question I have. Do you think that she's done with Ryan? Like she will never go back to Ryan. It is all over. No more. Done. Hands washed. Or do you think it'll be a back and forth type of breakup where she goes back and forth from Ryan to Ken to whoever? Or do you think like she got out of prison, like she wanted to have a cushion? This is what I think. All right, I'm just gonna tell you what I think, and then she wanted a cushy fall, so she made sure she had Ryan, right? So then she gets out and she has the cushy fall, but man, Ryan's all up in her grill, and God, he's all with his sweaty rags and stuff, just ew. So, and she wanted freedom, and Ken, who was still sniffing around, and he was sniffing around, and so she wanted Ken. That's who she wanted all along. Like, look how much happier she looks with Ken opposed to Ryan. Do you think she looks happier with Ken or Ryan? No annulment because they have been married too long. Ah, okay. Oh, he was fired from the school. Interesting. Thanks for all the information, Gracie. I had heard that he was, but I didn't know for sure. Let's see what else, if there's anything else going on. We'll just do a quick look-see. How long have I been live? Oh, a half hour. Does she is she still talking about her over on TikTok? I can't remember her name. It's been so long since I've talked about her. What is her name, or do you remember what her name is? Ripsy Rose. Well, let's pop over here and see if I can find it really quick. I also see here that Fancy is talking a little bit about it. Okay, let me see. Let me make sure that you can see what I'm seeing. Oh, you can't. Hold on. Sorry about that, guys. All right. So Gypsy Rose Blanchard announced a split with husband. We already know that. Gypsy Rose husband, Ryan Anderson, speaks out, says he was blindsided. So that's all we got, is we all just know that that's what he said, was he was blindsided. It's not really a lot. Gypsy Rose spotted with ex-fiance. Gypsy Rose surgery. I haven't seen a lot of people reporting on her surgery, though.
Cosmetic surgery. She released a statement to People saying she is preparing to undergo rhinoplasty, which is a nose job, to change the shape and appearance of her nose. She said, "I'm going through a personal transformation journey currently, and that includes a physical one too. Wish me luck with my surgery and watch the whole thing this summer on Gypsy Rose Life After Lockup, which
Well,
is a
that's-
continuation of the prison confessions of Gypsy Rose Blanchard.
That was quite a little
Gypsy
plug
Rose
for her
Blanchard.
show, wasn't it? And watch it all on the Lifetime Confessions of Gypsy Rose. Yeah, I can't remember her name either, Gracie. And I'm not seeing. Wait, maybe if I put Gypsy Rose friend. Ah, Rachel. That's her name, isn't it?
And I wanted you to know that.
Oh gosh, please tell me that wasn't her singing to Gypsy. And then isn't there a way like to type in each page Gypsy, like type in what you're looking for? Maybe that's over on only on YouTube. Oh, and hey, I haven't said this in a while, but today we're coming to you on YouTube. Hi YouTube, X, hi X, and Facebook. Hi Facebook. And hi to everybody in the replay. I love my replay crew. I hope you guys are all doing well. I don't see a whole lot of new stuff about Gypsy Rose, but she's doing all this to get attention. Hood Boot says, y'all Anya, as she crawls to be like a Kardashian, right? She is bringing in the loot. She really is. I think that's all there is, you guys. As soon as I stop going live, something will be shared because that's how it's been happening for me. Let's go over to YouTube really quick and let me just see if there's anything there before we go. Share this tab. Okay. It says tattoo splits from husband Ryan. Oh, let's see if he has anything. Shogun Cinema
As
Shogun.
everyone already knows, a few days ago, Gypsy Rose announced that she had left her husband Ryan. And ever since then, she's been spotted out and about a few times, looking that Ryan would get jealous when she just wanted to spend time with family. Now, Ryan's telling a different story. He says the reason they split up is because of this Ken dude, and because Gypsy still wants to see Ken. Now, who do you believe? I believe Ryan, because if she was on this personal journey to find,
Who do you guys believe in this whole situation? Do you believe Gypsy or do you tend to believe Ryan more? I tricked you, Heavenly. I'm staying for a few more seconds. I tricked you. I believe Ryan more in this situation, but I don't know. Like, if he's flexing on her, that's a horrible feeling to have such a big person flex on you. And I hope he's not doing that. But I mean, what does it matter what I think, really? But I really hope he's not doing that.
herself and wanted to spend time with her family, why are we seeing photo shoots, literal photo shoots, every single day of her hanging out with Ken in public, purposely trying?
Well, not even. We were seeing tons of photo shoots of her with her family, hanging out with her family all the time. So
to bait people into taking photos of them so they can make headlines and get attention. I do believe.
And so she probably needed a little extra money to pay for that nose job. No, actually, probably somebody paid for it. Like the plastic surgery place paid for it, or Lifetime. Somebody paid for it. I don't think Gypsy paid for it.
Ryan may have been blindsided by this. And I don't think that Gypsy cared for 1 second about reconnecting with family. No, Gypsy Rose is in it for herself. But let's go ahead and dive back into this article.
Let's see what people are saying over in the chat. I see that Gracie believes Ryan. Hood Boot believes Ryan for sure. She's always pointing the fingers away from herself. She definitely is. Like, yeah, that's a good point, Hood Boot. Very good point. And you look like my friend Tracy from college, Hood Boot, if that's you in the picture. Just had to say that. Her name's Tracy. Unless you're Tracy. Gracie says Gypsy couldn't give up Ken in prison either. No, she couldn't. She was doing them both. She was she was talking to them both, wasn't she? She says she and her family planned her escape for sure. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure they have planned what she should say. For sure. For sure. Okay, guys, I think that's all I have for today. Let me just do a quick scan on everything. Yeah, I think that's all I have. Do you guys want to let's finish up with Shogun really quick.
Seen in these exclusive pictures, special needs teacher Ryan clutched Pixie, the cute little pup that he and Blanchard.
I sound so mean because like it's my mean girl that laughs at this, because as he clutches Pixie, it just seems so dramatic and like, I don't know. Like, I feel for a normal person, I'd feel horrible, but like, okay, I need to start a like jar for a swear jar, a like jar, because I have a bad case of the likes and I want to stop it. So I'm going to have to start a like jar. Anyway, I think it sounds funny when he says, as he clutches Pixie.
Adopted together in January.
Pixie, yet another dog Gypsy has left behind.
He says that he is for sure keeping the dog. Barely 4 months ago, Anderson posted about his perfect life on Instagram when he introduced Pixie to followers in a picture of her with Blanchard and wrote, "My two favorite girls. My family is adorable. I'm so lucky." But
see, that makes me feel sad.
Happily ever after.
But they're doing this so that we have these feelings that we're riled up. Like, so I have to remind myself. It's like when I'm watching a scary movie, I have to remind myself that their face really isn't getting ripped off. This isn't really happening. So their face really isn't getting ripped off. I don't need to feel sad.
Would follow after Gypsy served 8 years in prison has come to nothing. Instead, just a day ago, pictures emerged of Gypsy hand in hand with her ex-fiance, Ken. Apparently, without a care in the world, a beaming Blanchard and Ken were seen visiting a Dollar General and casually smoking a cigarette outside together. They made no effort to hide the matching husky dog tattoos that they got just days earlier.
No effort to hide it. They advertised it. They showed it. They wanted us to see everything about it. And we did. It is kind of pathetic, him walking around with the dog. Let's see what people are saying. Actually, the less attention we give Gypsy, yeah, probably the better. She needs any attention to keep herself out there to gain notoriety and money. Yeah, it is true. The less attention we give her. When I'm done giving somebody attention, I stop going to their channels, their pages, watching them. What I'll do is I'll pick a creator that I want to watch and I will give my time and attention to the creator to cover the story, to bring me the information so that I don't go and bring them money. That's a good way, you guys, when you want to. That's what really canceling someone is about. It's about just turning your back and not going and supporting them, because supporting them is money in their pockets. Hands, yellow, hearts, red. What is this? I don't know what this means. Hands, yellow, hearts, red, hands. You want me to cover the Daybell case? I was thinking about, now that they have the jury, I was thinking about covering it this week. I will try it on Monday and see if anybody's interested. And if you are, then I'll use that as my case to cover for the week. So I am going to, any other requests, put it down in the comments. I'm happy to cover what you guys want. I want to make you guys happy, and I am very interested in the Daybell case. So do you guys think, how are you guys feeling about the Daybell case? Do you feel like Chad's going to get the D penalty? I think he might. I really, really think he might. It's going to be a good one. I agree. And I'll go live on Monday, and also it'll come, I think they're on Mountain Time, I think. So that's like 2 hours difference. So it really wouldn't be at 8 o'clock. It would be at 10 o'clock. I'd start covering. That actually sounds perfect. Oh, you were scrolling through the YouTube emojis. You know, guys, I'm trying to get the emojis together for the members and the subscribers. If you guys have any suggestions on emojis that you'd like me to do, I'm happy to do that. I don't know, Carolina. I'm sorry that you're offended by whatever I said, but I didn't even ask for money, so I don't know what you're talking about. I am just asking for a thumbs up right now, or a heart. So if you guys can give this live a thumbs up or a heart, helps us dance out into the algorithm, dance out there, bring more people back to the party. And if you really like my content, please consider subscribing. I would love to have you as a subscriber. And if you subscribe, make sure you ring the bell. I did a live earlier on J-Lo, if anybody's interested in that. J-Lo and P. Diddy and what's going on in her drama. I will put a link or put a card somewhere so that you can watch J-Lo if you're interested. And I'm also covering, I also do a lot of the Watts case, Chris Watts case, Sarah Boone. We do the Gypsy Rose. We're going to do the Daybell. I've covered, I covered Lori when she was in court, the Daybell. And if you have any other suggestions, please let me know, because I am, oh, she was speaking of Gypsy. I'm sorry, Carolina. I was like, boy, I don't even think I asked for money. Carolina, if you guys are wondering, Carolina said, what's wrong with this female? I thought she was talking about me. I'm so sorry. Another attention seeker. Thought you're talking about me. What the heck is wrong with people? Oh, on my income, I can hardly support myself these days. I know, Carolina. I'm just like, yeah, I get it. I'm barely surviving, if surviving at all. So I'm with you on that one. With inflation and living in Southern California, I would never ask my subscribers to do anything that they can't do. If you can't, like, I have memberships, but if you can't subscribe, if you can't become a member and you want to be a member, I have opportunities where you can do like some research for me, or we can talk about maybe being a wrench or something like that, and I could get you in the back way. That's the only way I know. So I don't want to turn anybody away. I want this to be a place where everyone feels safe and all inclusive. And I'm so glad that you weren't talking about me, and no offense taken. Thank you for being so kind and appreciating my hard work. Yeah, I thought you were talking about me. So great. Woo! See how you can talk to people and still get through things and it come out being something beautiful. I love when disagreements come out the other way, and it's just really nice. Thank you, Heavenly. You're the best too. Speaking of Gypsy and her money and how hard it is to make it out here, serious question. How is Gypsy allowed to make all of this money? One is not allowed to profit on their crime. Well, in Gypsy's state in Missouri, the Son of Sam law doesn't apply. So that's how she's allowed to do it. I don't agree that she should be making money off of her crime, but I don't even think she should be out yet. Knowing all that I know now, like in the very beginning, I was like, yeah, she served her time. And still, yeah, she served her time. I would never say, send her back to prison unless she did something worthy of going back to prison. And I'm never someone that wants to begrudge somebody for making money. It's just, but I just don't know if I agree that. No, I don't. I don't agree that she should be making money off her crime. So, yeah. But if like other creators, like, I don't know, if you're doing anything on the up and up, I say, yeah, go get your money, do it. I'm so excited for you. Here, I'm going to be cheering you on, and I will be cheering you on. But this just seems like it shouldn't have happened, and somebody's not alive, and it was a very violent death, and somebody's in prison for it still. Yeah. I think most of my subscribers and viewers are the same. They don't you don't wish her ill will on her, but you also don't think she should be, I don't know, prospering. But it's just a hard line to walk through, because I don't want to pile any negativity and send negativity towards anybody, because she's getting enough of it, right? I don't need to send more, but I still don't agree with what she's doing. And I'm just coming here and I'm reporting it. I try to do it as, sarcasm is the way that I deal with things. I think a lot of Generation X people, that's how we deal with things. And that's okay, because it gets you through things, right? Okay, so I think I'm going to get going for sure. It's all going to her head, and it will catch up. Her old ways are fronting, and yeah, I just fear that her old ways are going to catch up with her. I just feel like she might do something that will send her back to prison, and that's on her if it happens. Yeah, why hasn't she done any advocacy work? She's gotten really quiet about that, hasn't she? But if she was doing true advocacy work, she would just be doing it and not talking about it. The same with volunteer work. Like, I volunteer to places and I donate to places, and I really don't, like, now I'm going to be telling you, because as a channel, you guys are supporting me, and so I feel like I need to be transparent. I want to be transparent. So when I donated, as soon as I get I still have to send the money away to Banny and the other organization, the Shadows of the Night organization. And as soon as I do that, you guys will know how much was donated to each place. But that's only because I am I am different. I'm different than Gypsy Rose, right? I want to show you who our channel is donating to, but that doesn't mean that I'm going to stop like privately donating or privately volunteering, because it's just who I am. And I encourage everybody to do it. And I know somebody said that I say you should do this and you should do that. When I say you should do this or you should do that, I literally mean it's your choice. But sometimes people take it as I'm saying you should do this and you should do that. But what I'm saying is a good choice would be, or another choice would be, I know you have choices. Everybody has choices in what they should or shouldn't do. And that's the beauty of our world. Choices. Okay, guys, I'm rambling on now. So I'm going to get going for sure. Good. Yeah, see, you wish her nothing but the best. She's part of society now. Exactly. We wish her healing. And part of that healing, I suspect, would be better if she went away and did it privately, because I suspect she has enough money right now. And she could go away and heal. But I suspect that's not what's going to happen. So, yeah, she tried to work for Habitat for Humanity, but they said, no, thank you. All right, guys, I'm going to go. If nobody's told you this today, I'm telling you this. You're my parasocial friends, and I'm very grateful for you. And I love you. And I'll see you next time. Thank you, everybody, for commenting. Thank you, Heavenly, for... oh, guys, I wanted to ask really quick. I have somebody who's having a problem subscribing as a member. And has anyone ever had a problem subscribing as a member? They've tried various credit cards with money on all of them, and none of them are working. If you have any suggestions, if this has happened, because I even Googled and I tried to help. If you have any suggestions, could you put it down in my comments and help us out? Because I don't know. I've never had that problem, and maybe somebody else has had that problem. And if you have, if you could let me know, it would help me out tremendously. So I'm going to go for real now. If nobody's told you this, I'm telling you this. I love you, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.